Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good day. Hope everybody's having a blessed day. So, I'm going to talk a few minutes about what I'm doing with recycling and trying to become more earth friendly, to put less stuff into the earth. So, here's one little bag. I don't know if there's a lot of people out there like me. This is all candle wax that I'm recycling. There's all this leftover wax in the candles. Don't burn all of it. So what I've been doing is cutting it out and putting it in this bag. And eventually, in a little while, I'm probably going to melt it. I'm going to melt it down and recycle the candle holders that they came in and put candles in there. And then I might put some scent in there, my little mixtures myself. So, but here's the thing. If you're going to melt it down, try to make sure you get these little silver things, the wick things, out of the candle. Because you don't want to have that in there. If you're going to put it in the microwave to melt it down, you got to make sure these are out. That's metal. It'll blow up the microwave. So I'm going to play around one day, and I'll video record it, of melting all this wax. I'm not sure what kind of color is going to come out, but it'll be fun. Then, here's another recyclable thing. Is I have a bag that sits on my countertop that I put things in that I know are recyclable. Like that paper is recyclable. Paper is recyclable. So it's going to go in my compost. As long as, newspapers are recyclable, as long as it's not colored ink. The color ink is kind of different, okay? But I put my scraps in here, my cuttings from, let's say I cut up a pepper, I put the cut ups in there. I put tomatoes that I cut up. Everything that scraps, but meat. Okay, so I have a compost out there that I put it in, and sometimes I'll just bury. If I'm in a area where I can just bury it, that's what I do, and then I keep going out and stirring it. So that's kind of my little earth-friendly thing I do. It doesn't take much extra steps. The other thing is if you see here, I see on Facebook a lot of this stuff, so I'm experimenting, trying to become more earth friendly. This is our roses. So you can see the new start coming up here. And there's another one right there. I got a new baby there. I buy myself roses sometimes, little bouquets, roses. And so this right here are all the cuttings from different rose patches I get. The ones that don't start up, eventually I'll put in the ground for compost. But these here will soon have roots, and then I can go put it in the ground outside. Because they're going to grow. They're going to have roses. Not sure what color they're going to be, because it could be red, yellow, pink, purple, all different colors. Now the other thing is I take an extra few minutes. All my eggshells, I put it in a bag. This is coffee, tea bags, coffee grains, coffee filters. I mix it all up. Now, as you can see, there's a coffee tea bag there. That will eventually dissolve. But I got the eggshells in here. I break them all up, as you can see what I'm doing now. And I mix this all together. Now, I put this for many different things. I keep it for many different reasons. One, you see the color of this pot, this thing? I put a little coffee grain in it to give it some nutrition. It's very healthy for the plants. Coffee grains are very good for rose bushes. So, eggshells are good to keep some of the insects away, and also very nutritious for the plants. So if I have a plant inside that has a problem, see my little collection of recyclable stuff. And I also do my wine bottles. Eventually I'm going to cut them and make candles or something out of them. Okay, so I'm learning to recycle. I'm thinking about the earth now. more consciously. So the coffee, if you got a plant inside that's having some issues, don't put a whole lot. Just put a little sprinkle on it and it'll bring it back to life. It's very nutritious. There's very good ingredients in that coffee that plants like. And it's also good for keeping away things too sometimes. The eggshells are good for the plant and also keeps away some of the bugs. So like if you research it, you can see the eggshells will keep certain insects away from the tomato plants and other plants. So I usually will put this frequently around my garden plants. Okay, and it's also inside my plants inside. So now you see my little recyclable section now. I invite you all to help and try to learn some of this stuff and start doing it. It doesn't take much. I'm learning bit by bit and doing a little bit more each time, and it doesn't take any more time than if I throw it into the trash can. So those are just encouragements for people to try. Bye.